Hey YouTube, can you hear me? I'm not sure. I'm using my headphones, so I'm not sure if you can hear me. But if you can, welcome. And I guess welcome back. Let me see. Because this might be moving. Yep. I'm on location. I'm live on location. Yep. I got a budget. I'm joking. But I am live on location. Basically. Technically. Tim Henson. Hey, Tim. I don't think I have seen you. Have you commented before? Can you hear me? Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing when you stream from mobile. I don't think they let you know, like you can't see who's in the chat until they speak or until they post a comment, I think. Let's see. Thanks. Can you hear me? Hey, African Goddess. On the Reggie bus video. Well, I just hope you guys can hear me. Because I don't think anyone's been saying anything that they can hear me yet. Just testing. Oh, okay, the Reggie Bush video. I'm like, the Reggie Bus video? I don't remember talking about something about Reggie Bus. Like, who is that? I actually thought it was like a bus, like a school bus or something. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, that's awesome. Great. Because this is like the first time I've done this, like in this particular situation. And by the way, like, I am away from a power source, but I made sure to start with like basically 100% battery life. So if I go out, you know, unexpectedly, that may be part of the reason. Another part is just like losing connection. But thanks for liking my videos, Tim and African Goddess. But I wanted to come through with a live stream because I haven't done one in a while, probably since July. But I have still been here, of course, you know, but I just haven't done a live stream. Do you like the view, by the way? I don't know if you can see it as well because of the sun or the lighting. Do I have a jacket? It's actually, my jacket's in the car, actually. I guess it does maybe look chilly, but it actually is pretty, kind of like a nice cool breeze coming through right now. I was a little worried because it started to rain a little bit. It was like drizzling, but it let up, at least for the moment. Yeah. Let's see. But thanks for your concern, African Goddess. Tim Henson, I'm glad a man takes it seriously. A black man who takes colorism seriously. Oh, thanks. I think they're out there. I think, you know, there's more of them. Well, the thing is, though, I think a lot of men, you know, are affected by colorism. You know. Hey, my greatness inside of me, 1984-33. Seem like a new person too. But thanks for tuning in. I just haven't seen comments from you on my video, so I don't know. You could just be a lurker, you know. But thanks for tuning in, even still. Either way it goes. Sunny in Cali. Okay. That's good to hear. Right now it's cloudy where I am, which is good. I don't have any problems with that. Although I do like the sunshine, but you know, sometimes it can be a bit too much. But right now we have like a cool breeze. I'm actually in a bit of an odd place, but I'm about to go for a walk, and I kind of wanted to bring you guys along with me and just kind of walk and talk. Well, welcome, my greatness inside of me. Welcome. I hope that you get something. Let's see. African goddess. Hey, they're out there. Only Steven and Angel Ramirez Jordan. JK. Yeah. But yeah, I think colorism affects everybody, to be honest. Well, everyone in the community. You know, just differently. That's the thing. I think colorism sort of attacks darker skinned people's self-esteem, and it often attacks lighter skinned people's sense of identity, I think. And of course, that's, you know, a big generalization, but I think that's how it often plays out in our community. Because you got the light-skinned folks crying like, oh my God, I'm like, you don't think I'm black? You know, that sort of a thing. You know, light-skinned tears crying about not being perceived as black. You know, then you got some of these like dark-skinned dudes projecting self-hate onto the dark-skinned women. You know. But yeah, I just wanted to come through and say what's up and see how you guys are doing. And I'll probably do some more live streams. My live streams that I do tend to be kind of like a combination of on impulse and spur of the moment. I guess that's technically the same thing, but yeah. Tim Henson, I feel dark-skinned people the most. Did I hear about R. Kelly? Well, before I get to R. Kelly. All right. I would think so. I think both groups are affected, but I think that perhaps darker skinned people may feel more of the brunt of colorism. You know. And I do think that lighter skinned people have issues, but I think they just have to be careful of how they like talk about their issues, because oftentimes, you know, sometimes the issues come up only when the darker skinned folks talk about their issues, you know. But I think it just has to be framed in a way that doesn't make it seem like both issues are equivalent when they're not. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. But then some light-skinned people probably be like, well, I get called a nigger too. And, you know, I mean, who's to say? I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I know that's sometimes the rebuttal to that, though. Let's see. Did I hear about R. Kelly? R. Kelly continuing to molest girls since really since Aaliyah. And even then, we don't even know how far it goes back, really. He's been doing this for a while. And the thing is, the community gives people like R. Kelly, well, some people in the community kind of give people like R. Kelly sort of like protection, or for some reason, if you kind of notice that sometimes. Oh, okay. Tim Henson said that Chrissy brought him to my videos. Yeah, she had in a previous video, she gave me a shout out, and I think that really helped, bring people to my video. So I definitely am appreciative of the shout out that Chrissy gave me, and also appreciative of what Chrissy does, for the community. Let's see, my greatness inside. In order for Black people to heal, the uncomfortable truth of both sides needs to be addressed. Yeah, I think so. But I think the problem is, though, I just think that many people are kind of like complacent in colorism because they kind of have a good position in it. So many times when you have a good position in something and you're not as affected by it, or either you benefit from it, you really don't want to give up, your position. Excuse me. You said, Tim Henson, that's racism, not colorism. Yeah, I guess so. That's true. But I was referring to more so like the outside aspect of the community that you mentioned, though. And I guess that can sort of be like, well, it's racism, but then it's like, well, if this lighter skinned person's being treated better than this darker skinned person by like white folk or other folks of color, then I guess, I don't know, it could be like a blurred line where it's like, could be racism, could be colorism, could be both. Okay. R. Kelly is disgusting. Let's see. Well, before I get to that, let's see. African goddess. I understand colorism on both sides, light and dark, but dark-skinned women, for the most part, get it the worst. Light-skinned people have privilege, so ... Some people really don't care to hear. That's true. And also, the thing is, like, light-skinned people, especially light-skinned and mixed and biracial women, can really derail the conversation of colorism. A couple of light-skinned tears and the whole conversation done just went to a whole nother, all of a sudden something, a whole nother thing, right? The day R. Kelly messes with a white girl is the day he goes to jail. That's the thing too, because I feel like if this had happened with like other groups of women, especially white women, R. Kelly would have probably been in jail by now. But because it's been happening to Black women, it's like, well, even the community itself, like Black people are kind of like, well, I mean, Hugh Hefner did it, And I feel like that's a valid argument if we were talking with people outside of the community. But since we're talking about people inside of the community, I think that it's a bit different. Let's see. Here's the view, if you guys are interested. A bit of a view, at least. Okay, now you just see some trees. All right. But Yeah, R. Kelly's been doing this for a while. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. That's what I said. If the females were white, R. Kelly would have been locked up. African Goddess. Yeah, yeah. You know, white folks, they don't play that when it comes to. Even if R. Kelly didn't do it. You see what they doing to damn Bill Cosby. Like, Hey, you look like you could have done it. You know, white woman's word is gospel when it's about black men, especially. What if he did it to black boys? Well, then it would kind of go like Africa Bambaata's situation. It'd probably be more or less the same thing. They'll try to sweep it under the rug because they don't want that look, you know. Y'all remember when Africa Bambaataa got caught up in this? Also, that pastor, what's his name? Eddie Long, right? Remember him? Pastor Eddie Long. Look at Africa Bambaataa. No, exactly. Right? It got swept under the rug. And also, it was like, Africa Bambaataa don't really got, that much money. So they couldn't use the excuse, oh, they after the money. Oh, they after the, the take his legacy. You can't use those excuses this time. So it's just like, let's just sweep this under the rug. When it comes to the black community, I know some folks gonna be mad at this, what I'm about to say, but I'm just gonna say it. When it comes to the black community, women and children do not come first, right? You know how they say like, oh, save the women and children, right? Sometimes it don't seem like that's how we work in the community. The hip hop community made sure to protect him and make excuses for him. Africa, our African Goddess. Yeah. I think they did that again because they wanted to protect Africa Bambaataa because he's like a proxy for black men in general. But like these guys aren't like, there's probably one of these guys in like every black like community or every other black community. Like the thing is they're not as, what's the word? What I'm trying to say. It's like, it's not as distant as you think. These guys are closer to you than you think they are. They're more immediate to you than you think they are. Because a lot of people, in the community, especially women, they got a lot of stories to tell about like being sexually assaulted, by a black man, being molested by a black man or, black male at least, So I don't think these situations are like isolated incidences, and I don't think they're as distant and far away as you think. I know in like my community that I live in, I was shocked to find out that like there was like a ring of underage prostitution going on. I was like, are you serious? And like they wind up uncovering it. This was a while ago though, but yeah, I was like, wow, I didn't even know that happened. And then some of the men who were engaging in it wouldn't seem like the men who would engage in that type of thing, right? Some of these men probably got like families and wife and kids, you know? Let's see. Africa, or African goddess. Eddie Long. Y'all know how the church feels about their precious pastors, even though they know he and many others did wrong. True. They don't, yeah, the church, they're going to be like very, I don't, they, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. But I think that the churches, they tend to, I guess, to an extent, maybe sweep things under the rug too. I don't know why. Tim Henderson. Racism has taught us to value ourselves. Oh, sorry. Racism has taught us not to value ourselves. I was like, when did racism teach us that? Like, what the? Like, I guess I missed that lesson. Like white supremacists. All right, blackies. I'm going to teach you how to value yourselves. All right. Tim Henson. Misogyny is real in the black community. Well, some people don't feel that misogyny is really a thing. Some people in the community, they just be like, that is white feminist talk, I don't think much of anyone has said hello, though. African goddess. Well, it's not that many people in here, though. I did do this like a bit of a surprise. Well, a total surprise, really. And also, it's kind of like in the middle of the day when folks are probably at work. I know I just got off of work and I was just like, hey, I want to take a walk, walk in the park. And, do a live stream at the same time, But I think I'm going to try to come back, perhaps maybe later on today, maybe tomorrow, sometime on the weekend, maybe all of the above, and speak with you guys a little bit more. Well, I said hello, I think. Have you guys heard about Jeremy Meeks, or as like the women put it, or like to refer to him, Felon Bay? Yep, I'm going for a walk, it's a combination of like therapeutic, cathartic, and a good way to exercise. Although it looks like it may kind of rain. Look like it may rain. Hopefully it doesn't rain. But yeah, I'm surprised I'm able to do this live stream. But this is pretty cool for like in the future. I could possibly be just maybe pop up for a quick second on a live stream. Hey, what up?
But 52 minutes.
Thanks for dropping by.
46 and 52. And it's not like I could like.
Your screen name is your screen name is something else. But also, I don't even know. Sometimes I kind of get the feeling that sometimes you might be a troll, though. In say what? Are you a troll? I'm the best troll there is. Okay, that's a first. Usually trolls don't want to say that they're trolls. You can see a view of the lake, I think. I don't know if we really talked about anything. Well, we have talked about something, you know, but anything that was groundbreaking or mind-blowing or not necessarily hiking. Negro what? More like going on a walk. Like walking. Who is in your profile picture right now, though? Because sometimes when I see you, I think of that person. And I'm like, oh, well, she seems like, you know, she's like biracial, mixed, racially ambiguous. But then I think sometimes when you talk about yourself, you seem to refer to yourself or perhaps like more so as like a dark-skinned woman. Let's see. Tim Henson. When black women want to get guns, they are seen as anti-black people. They just want to protect themselves. Question mark. I haven't heard of that. I guess that's something that I missed. As far as like black women and guns. But I think black people, generally speaking, when it comes to gun ownership, are seen as like, it's like, oh, it seems more so as a threat versus, oh, I'm protecting myself. And you know how white folks can be. African Goddess. It's basically an animated version of me. No, I'm not mixed, but I do look like an Afro-Asian. Okay. Have you ever did an ancestry DNA test? Let's see. Negro what? Really surprised that you're doing a stream, to be honest. Yeah, I usually, well, I did a few streams back in July. I did about maybe 8 or 9, maybe. Hey, I didn't know. Hey, B-Bunny. I was surprised. I haven't seen your comments in like a while. I was like, oh, I guess he was offended by something I said are either just been missing the uploads. But hey, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate the support. Let's see. Tim Henson. The black community looks down on black women who gets guns too. That's something new. I haven't heard of that one. You know. African goddess. More women are taking their children to the gun range. Quote unquote. I don't know why that's in quotes. I'll be doing a DNA test in the future. Okay. That's what's up. Please be sure to at least let me know the results. Did you plan on sharing the results on YouTube or just doing it more so for yourself and like privately? Well, Negro, what? It was in July though, July of 2000. Well, of last year, 2017. I did the streams, so you know. Yeah. B Money. LMAO. Laugh my ass off. Why would I be offended? I don't know. That's the thing. Because I don't know. Sometimes I don't think I would. Because that's the thing. I tend to be really careful about what I say. But I don't know. Sometimes some folks can be a little sensitive. Thankfully, you're not one of them. But when we start talking about, these type of topics, some people can be a bit sensitive. And I'm like, hey, I thought I was a light-skinned person here. B Money. You given the beige outlook. I ordered a DNA kit last week. Should be doing one soon. Okay. That's what's up. Did you plan on, well, you really don't do YouTube videos. And I know you had talked about the reason why you don't do YouTube videos, and I understand where that comes from. But yeah, I would like to know the results. But yeah, but if you guys may or may not know, but I did some. I think I did at least 2 DNA tests, like one from DNA, like Ancestry DNA, and the other from me, 23andMe. I did both of them, and the results came back more or less the same. It's a bit of a difference between the results, but ultimately, I think it was like the same results. Let's see. Mainly for yourself, African goddess, but you'll share. All right. I'm looking forward to hearing what you share with us. What do I think of Donald Trump? What do I think of DJ Trump? I think that DJ Trump is really entertaining. I think he knows how to manipulate his supporters very well, and I think that he doesn't mind manipulating his supporters as well. I'm a little surprised and to an extent even a little embarrassed that he was able to become president of the United States. I know other countries are like, seriously? But that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. And I really don't think much is going to change in their favor. I don't think much is going to change in these folks' favor, though. And the thing is, he's doing a lot of like things that they want to hear, like, oh, get rid of illegals, put up a wall, more police brutality. Not so straight up, but you know what I'm saying. African goddess, peanut butter. Okay. My sister, I think, is what you would consider peanut butter. I think my sister is peanut butter. Yeah. B Money. I just saw one of my favorite YouTubers, Dot, or Doxed. Oh, sorry, Doxed. I'm like, oh, that's their name. Doxed by another troll YouTuber, and she's trying to get him fired from his job. That's why I don't YouTube. Yeah, that is a real thing, you know. People do get fired. I know a YouTuber that I follow, Tatiana Mercedes, had talked about getting fired because someone from her job had saw what, the videos that she does on YouTube. And she talks about white supremacy a lot and, going in on white supremacy. She's a black woman, light skin, plus size. And like she said, she got a call from her employer like 11 or 11:30 at night, basically saying she fired. Thankfully for her, the job wasn't like some, super prestigious, awesome job. She was just working at a pizza parlor, but still, it could have been a job. And that's the thing too. Like some of these people, if you say something they don't like, they will come for your livelihood. Like they don't want you to have nothing. God damn. Like just because they don't agree with you. Let's see. But yeah, B Money, I completely understand where you're coming from though. But then again, I'm like, okay, you know how sometimes we kind of give celebrities slack for not speaking out on certain issues and whatnot? Is it the same thing when it comes to us regular folks, or do you think it's a little different? Let's see. African Goddess. Did you share your DNA test with your mother and father, Stephen? I'm just one for Trump's assassination. I haven't actually. My father's deceased, so obviously I can't share my DNA test results with him. I've shared them with people on my private Facebook, who include family members, but I actually haven't shared them with my mom though. I think she would be interested in it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, well, African Goddess. Wow, yeah. People be making videos about how their bosses or coworkers are reporting / firing them. Yeah, that's true. Although, well, I did hear about that lady Rubia Garcia, who Rebel Fox or China Fox was beefing with for a minute. She said that she wound up getting fired for what she does on YouTube, as far as I guess like advocating on behalf of black people and perhaps calling out like white supremacy. African Goddess, in my opinion, it's better to hide your face like Chrissy said. If you don't have security around you 24/7, it's best not to show your face. I kind of agree with that. And also, let me put it like this. On one hand, I definitely agree with that because, it's like you kind of put yourself out there, right? Because I have heard of like people confronting like China Fox or Cynthia G, like in their day-to-day lives, confronting them, not like on YouTube, but like face-to-face confronting them, So on one hand, I do agree with that, but on the other hand, if you are going to really kind of like, depending on what you want to do within like, blackness or black consciousness or the black activism or whatnot, it's like, can you really be covert if you want to be like an activist? Like, could Martin Luther King and Malcolm X have been covert and still have done what they did? But, you know, I don't, you know, we all have our kind of like, you know, our position to play. Some people can play their position and be a little different, you know, and don't have to be so overt with it, And some people can be more behind the scenes, you know. I mean, we don't all need to have the spotlight on us. All right. Thanks, African Goddess. B Money, my mama insists we got some Indian in our family. You know, I have heard that thrown around in my family too. My mom has kind of thrown that around a little bit just because like my mom's lips are like really thin, you know, especially for like a black woman's lips. And she said that may be where it's from, you know, like a little bit of Indian did show up in my test, a little. I told her we ain't never seen no Indians at our family reunion. That's what I'm saying too, cause I ain't never seen a Native American at my family reunion either. And the closest I've seen at my family reunion was just like some racially ambiguous beige folk, or just racially ambiguous folk. And even then, it's like, and like my family, especially that side of the family, like it ain't really a big deal. Let's see, and most likely great grandma or great grandma got a white deadbeat daddy. Yeah, you know, they created a whole damn law so that they could avoid paying child support now. Nah, that ain't no deadbeat dad. I don't know what is. Oh, centuries in unpaid child support. Let's see. My DNA test I'm taking will clear this up. Yeah. I think, I guess based on how you look, I would say at least 75% black. Probably like 80%, maybe. But then again, I've seen some beige folks, and their test came out like 75%. Or like, I have a buddy who took the DNA test, and he's like beige or whatever, and his test came back like 78% black, like maybe a couple of percent Indian, and then maybe like a little less than 25% white. Negro say what? I took mine. It was interesting. What were the results? If you don't mind me asking. Let's see, where's my battery power at? Oh damn, I'm at 66%. All right, 66%. So I'm almost at about half here. But I think I'm going to end up investing in like a power bank. So like, but then again, I don't know if I would do this like on a regular basis or anything. But either way it goes, I probably am going to end up getting a power bank anyway. There's these like cool power banks that can, you know, function as like a power bank, but also as like a battery, like a car battery jumper. Like you hook it up to your car battery if you need a jump, and it'll jump it for you. Let's see, African Goddess. B Money, or at B Money. A lot of black people think they got Indian in them. It's true for some, but not all. Yeah, I got a touch of Indian in me, but I didn't think, I don't know. A lot of folks say that, but I wasn't expecting any. I was surprised by what I saw. But yeah, I think white people do that too, though. And then like, white people be surprised, you know. Let's see. African goddess. Yeah, I believe people should show their face eventually if they're really about that life, ending quote unquote white supremacy. Yeah, yeah. Because, you know, that's the thing. I don't think you could be covert and be an activist for people. Well, like advocate, but at the same time be covert. But I don't know what folks want to do, you know. But then again, I guess, you know, it depends on what you want to do, you know. If you want to be like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, then I can't see you being like that and being, you know, covert. But if you just want to do a little something here and there, perhaps you can be covert. Negro say what? I'm 70% black, 2% Berber. Oh, that's interesting. 23% Western and Southern European. The rest was Middle Eastern. Oh, okay. So it's like a little over a quarter just other. like about 70% black, and then a quarter other is the whole mix of just like whole lot of other stuff. Do I have a car/phone charger? No, I have just a regular charger, so it needs a regular like plug or outlet for it. So yeah. Let's see. Alex in. People should be aware that the same DNA test results vary from one company to another. Yeah. I use 2 companies, Alex, and the DNA results did vary, but not that much though. You know, at least in my experience, they didn't vary as much, right? But I know other people may have experienced something different. Some people may not like the results of their DNA test. I can understand that. I was a little afraid of the results of my DNA test too. As I mentioned, you know, African goddess. Yeah, $5 Indians. They make sure to, I guess, get their check every month. I did a video, you know, calling out those types of Indians, basically those type of white people, and they be acting a fool up in my comment section. They ain't appreciate my video. And like, oh, what do you like? This isn't any of your business. Why are you concerned about this? This video should be taken off of YouTube. B Money. The YouTuber Everybody Hates Angel did a video today on DNA ancestry regarding black people and Indian ancestry. It was interesting. Oh, I haven't heard of that. I guess I'll have to check that out. Alex in. People should transfer their results to other companies to at least get a broad idea of their genetic makeup. Yeah. I think sometimes we kind of just take the test for granted, you know. At this point, I don't even know if I'm really overly concerned about my DNA test results at this point. I guess because, well, I did it, you know. But some people, they just keep poking at it and poking at it and poking at it, hoping for like something to change or something. I don't know. But at this point now, I'm just like, look, I'm black, okay? I'm just like, that's the identity that I'll go with, right? For me personally, I know. For me personally, you know. I know some people probably have some issues with that, but, you know, build a bridge and get over it. Nibo? I think that's how you say it. Nibo 1 or in Yobi. I don't know. My bad. I'm on spring break. Okay. Congratulations. College student? High school student? African goddess. Statistics show by the year 2030, America will be multiracial. What are your thoughts on that, Steven? I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, interracial relationships are not the norm. I mean, I guess they are on the rise, but I just don't see that happening enough. Because 2030 is not that far off. You know, that's like, what, 12 years later? Which I don't want to think about either, because I'm like, oh crap, how old I'm going to be in 12 years? Shit. Because I'm like kind of like low key going through a quarter life crisis at the moment. You know. Let's see. Negro what? At African goddess. Most of America is already multiracial. I guess depending on what you consider multiracial. In the sense of maybe like having, you know, not being completely one race or the other race, perhaps you can make that argument. As far as like being directly multiracial, like, you know, like having a parent of one race and a parent of another race, I don't know. I don't think so. It's just, you see that house over there? Like, I was really captivated by that house for some reason. So I drove over to where that house is. And it seems like it would be really easy to get to, but the house is outside of the park that I'm in. So I can't get to it unless I go outside of the park, then go around, drive all the way around over to, you know, down the street, etc., right? So I went there and saw the house. I was like, oh wow. But on my way to seeing the house, there were like so many other beautiful homes in like while I was driving, and I'm like, I haven't seen this section here. It's like all these homes that are really nice and opulent, but like when the road to get there, you wouldn't think that those homes would look like that though. Yeah, that was my little tangent. Let's see. Negro say what? You're black, but highly admixed. Nope, I'm 100% black. If that 8% was taken away, you would be a mulatto. Nope, I'll be 108% black. A Negro say what? I'm a highly admixed black dude too. Yep, you are. But I'm like, I'm not black, but I'm like very black. How old are you? Known, Steven. I guess you meant to say how old am I? If you don't mind me asking. I am currently, at the moment, 30 years old. So, kind of a bit of a quarter life crisis going on here for me. Because it kind of like hit me like, oh snap. Like, I'm getting older. Like, because in your 20s, you don't really think like that, you know? But now I'm like, like, you know, it's kind of hit you. And it kind of hit me a little bit before I turned 30, to be honest. It kind of hit me when my younger cousin graduated from high school. I was like, wait a minute. What? What? You graduated from high school? You're going to college? That I think made me think, oh crap. um, let's see. Is anybody living in that house? I think so. I think someone is. Negro, what? That house looks scary. Don't go there, big fella. I'm not going to go into the house. All right? That'll be a bit weird. But if you see it from a different angle, it probably doesn't look as bad. Here's another situation that's a little interesting, if you don't mind me sharing. It's like a house you see right there. You see this house, and it's like a pond in back of it, and the pond is streaming down to this lake over here. Hope you guys saw it. Are the homes up for grabs? As far as I know, no. But even if they were, I know I couldn't afford them. Not with the money I'm making right now. Let's see. B money. I live in a multiracial environment with a large Caribbean Hispanic environment. If we get to a multiracial society, they would choose to be white or associate with black culture. Okay, B money, you got like Caribbean Hispanics. So I'm assuming that, Hispanic Caribbean, I'm assuming that basically they're like exotic mulattoes, exotic mixed folk, beige folk, brown folk, peanut butter folk, that type of a thing. Perhaps maybe some like otherness mixed up in there too. Let's see. Yep. How old are you, African goddess? Let's see. African goddess, is there any big animals there? If so, be careful. The thing is, in the section where I'm walking, this is actually like a park that I'm walking in. I'm not just walking in like the dead woods, But there are deer here. I did have some coworkers who said that they saw like coyotes or something, but they went off the path in the part that you're not supposed to go into. So, yeah. But I have never encountered like, a big, scary, aggressive animals here. I usually just end up encountering deer, stray cats. I think that's about it. Let's see. B money. A lot of Hispanics here become police and turn into gung-ho light supremacists trying to be white. The thing is, though, sometimes I don't even think it takes becoming a police. Some of these like non-black people of color sometimes really do like align themselves with white supremacy for some reason. And I guess we all know the reason. I guess it's just because, white folks be, winning, unfortunately. White folks out here winning. So you want to be on the winning team. I mean, I don't think they should do it, but I don't think they should do it, and I don't think it's right, but I see where they're coming from. Also, some of these guys come from other countries, and when you come to other countries, especially the United States, you kind of want to come to, be successful and to have a good life. You don't really want to come here to struggle. Oh, slipped a little bit. But you don't want to come here to struggle, right? And a lot of times when they see the groups like, oh, we have the downtrodden minority over here, black folks. Then we have the uplifted majority, white folks. Who are they gonna choose? Yeah. Yeah, look at this tree over here. Look at it, like the roots, you know. A storm had came through here like sometime in January, I believe. Like a tropical storm came through. Thankfully, it was just a tropical storm. It was supposed to be a hurricane, actually. Yeah, my sister, where she lives, like they had to evacuate. Thankfully, we didn't have to, but like everyone evacuated and came to where we live. Yeah, but there were like power outages, like power lines were down, but I don't think anything majorly serious. But some people were without power for a minute, for days, I think. We had, like, where I lived, there was like a brief moment of being without power, but it came back on though. Let's see, where y'all at? African Goddess. I'm 19. Be safe out there. Oh, I thought you were older just because of the awe. Let's see. Negro, what? I'm really liking this stream. A lot of interesting topics. Thanks. Well, you guys are putting them out there. So thanks for doing that. That's the cool thing too, because sometimes like I can't really think of stuff. Just, you know, ad lib off the top of my head like that and improvise a lot of the times like that. Not as much as I would like to, you know. So, thank you guys. Uncle Tom Cops. I wonder, did that tree scream when it fell? I don't know. If a tree's around, or if no one's around to hear a tree fall, does it make sound? I guess that's interesting because it's like, the sound exists without somebody hearing it. I think so. You know? I guess here's another view for you guys. This view is like well, we call it a mountain, but for you guys, it'd probably be like more like a hill, a stone hill, you know? Let's see. I'll get to a better area so you can get a better view of it. Yeah. Let's see. Energy check. I am at 51% energy, battery life. And I've been going for about an hour. It doesn't feel like an hour though. But yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, what state are you in? Asked Alex in. I am in the state of, let me see. How about you guys guess what state I'm in? I probably mentioned it before, but we'll play a guessing game, I guess. Here's a good view. But what I'm showing you is kind of like iconic, not necessarily in a positive way, iconic, but it is iconic. You know, this is where I'm showing you guys. This is actually pretty well known, you know, and this does have a place somewhat in Black history, by the way. Not a positive place, but a place. Virginia, Alabama. Nope. I'll give you a hint. It's southern. It's southern. Southeast. Not Florida. Not Florida. Not South Carolina. Not Mississippi. No, I ain't in Mississippi. Georgia. Yep, I am in Georgia. Not Texas. Southeast, not southwest. But yeah, I am in Georgia. And do you guys know what I'm showing you as far as like the the view that I showed you of the mountain slash stone hill? Am I in Atlanta? I'm in like the metro Atlanta area, you know. I'm not like right now in the city of Atlanta, but I'm in the metro area of Atlanta, right? But here's another good view of it though. It's about to come up. Right here, right? You can kind of see it a little better here. And, but yeah, have you guys heard or ever heard of Stone Mountain, right? And of course, you know about Stone Mountain if you are up on Black history. I don't think you necessarily are pro-Black if you're from Atlanta. Tim Henson. I'll show you a view of the lake coming up. Here's one, and I'll show you a better one though. This one's more like a stagnant pond, but I guess both of them are like that. Yeah, here's a better view. Yeah. Too bad the sun's not out, you know. If the sun was out, the view, it would look a little better, honestly. I think like the lighting isn't doing it justice. You from Maryland? A lot of pro-Blacks in Maryland? MD is Maryland, right? Okay, African goddess. I got sidetracked for a sec with the question, with the guessing game. My bad. African goddess. Stephen, I never heard your firm stance on interracial dating. Have you ever dated outside of your race? And if not, would you? Okay. As far as interracial dating is concerned, I think when it comes to people kind of like on an individual level, I think that interracial date, again, about Black folks, right? I'm bringing this around to Black people. When it comes to an individual level, I think it could work for some people, you know. As far as like being the answer for us all, I don't think that would work. I don't know, it's kind of be weird to be arguing for Black liberation and you like with Billy or Becky talking about white supremacy is bad, white bae, right? Wouldn't that be a little weird? As far as my personal stance on it, I think that, let me hurry up and get across the street. All right. I think that when it comes to interracial dating, I would strongly prefer to stay in my race. But I haven't totally ruled it out. As of now, I have not dated outside of my race. I've just dated basically Black women. As far as skin tone, usually they've been darker than me. And I think possibly it has some things to do with like where I grew up, my family, and personal preferences, which I guess is kind of like, it's like those things can influence your personal preferences, right? I hope you end up with a sister, Steven. I'm not down with the swirl. Also, oh yeah, I just talked about the skin preference thing. He's like, well, African goddess. I guess that would be a bit odd if you would be like, I'm an African goddess. You got Billy right next to you. Let's see. Tim Henson. What is Stone Mountain? Let's see. Where do you live? Are you from the United States, Tim? Have I traveled outside of the United States? I have. Not as much as I would have liked to, but yes, I have. How about you? Do, 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 do. This live stream actually worked out. I was a little worried because you know how sometimes you have an idea in your head, but then when you put it into reality, into the real world, sometimes it doesn't go as planned. Yeah. Oh, you're from Texas, Tim. Well, the thing is, Martin Luther King Jr. had mentioned Stone Mountain in one of his speeches. Like, basically, that's like where, like the KKK was, I guess, rebirthed or birthed, one of the two. There's actually a Confederate monument put into the mountain as well. We're on the side that doesn't show it right now. I'm not sure if I can get to that other side where they're showing it before my battery runs out. Let's see where I'm at. I'm at 43% now, yeah. 43%. African goddess. Truth be told, if you end up with a non-African woman, I'm going to feel some type of a way and mostly unsubscribe. Well, you know, the thing is, I think I get where you're coming from. You know, I think black women are just like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of turning around and seeing you with, like Becky, Maria, Chung Lee. Like, they tired of it. You know. But the thing is, I think that unless the person is black, I don't think you probably should be promoting them on your platform. You know? Because that's the thing. Like, are we promoted on their platforms when we date them? I think they make sure not to really promote us like that, you know? Because they know that they folks gonna feel some type of a way. Yeah, but I guess as far as my opinion on, I guess, swirlers, I think I'm a bit lenient on swirlers, you know. And as long as you ain't with no coon shit when you swirling, like, I don't want to hear you, like, and it goes for both the men and the women. But you know how some folks be like, especially some women, they be like, I'm on a no nigga diet. Oh, I got out of Blackistan. Not me. You know. Or like, trade Tyrone in for Dustin. And guys be on some similar stuff, like shit too, right? The black guys. Some of them, like Tay Diggs, right? Like, I guess I'll date a black woman now, y'all. Tay Diggs. Have women you've been with ever mistaken you for being mixed or non-black? Let's see. I say recently that hasn't happened. I guess maybe because they just assume. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think that has come up. And we had talked for a while, But I don't think that ever came. I guess they maybe just assumed that I was either one or the other. Alex N. I'm not American, and the only popular American stone mountain I knew was Mount Rushmore. Today, I learned something thanks to you. Well, you're welcome, Alex N. That's why you should keep tuning into my channel. Let's see. African Goddess. I'm just tired of seeing mixed children when I go to the park. Store, they are just everywhere. I live in Fresno, California. Okay. So when you see mixed children, you get triggered? Are they mixed? I'm assuming they're mixed with black, of course. Are their moms usually non-black? Where I live personally, I don't really see a lot of mixed race couples. Every now and then, maybe, but I live like in a majority black area. So I don't really see like a lot of mixed race couples. No, I don't necessarily get upset. It's usually fat, white females with mixed children, half black, and most of the time the father is nowhere to be seen. Well, it looks like they got the bum version, or the bum dude. So, they're really helping you out in a way, I suppose. Like, weeding out the bum nigga so that you can get, the top. I really shouldn't be saying the N-word like this. I try not to. But sometimes, depending on who you're dealing with, you just gotta let them know. You just gotta say it. Do I like Kim Kardashian? From Tim Henson. I think once upon a time Kim Kardashian did look good, but I think the more, like right now, she kind of looks like she's like dead though. I don't know why, but she looks kind of like she's dead. I guess the way that she looks is just a new look or something. But I think, she used to look good at one point. When do I sleep? Just like, everybody else. When do I go to sleep? Usually like on a work night, I probably should go to bed earlier than I do. Probably like between 10 and 12 o'clock. That's a bit random. Do I think that Kim Kardashian is pretty? She used to be pretty. Charlotte Carlos. Steven's live. Wow. Yep, I am live and I'm on location. All right. I got a budget. And here it is. I'm just joking. I ain't got a budget. But here I am nevertheless. No, I don't watch Steven's Universe. Alex. What is that? Is that like a TV show? African Goddess. It's the skinny crackhead white females to it's just when those mixed kids become adults, they're most likely going to procreate with non-black people. So 2030 theory most likely will come true. Tim Henson, you want me to go home? I have a bit of I would have to drive home. And I probably shouldn't be live while I'm driving. That'd be crazy. Like, I gotta drive. Driving. Gotta make sure I'm in the shot. I probably wasn't given the best camera angles that I could have given. Let's see. Black Ice, do I think Cardi B? I guess you forgot to finish that, but I'm guessing I think that Cardi B is black. Is that what you're saying? African Goddess. Let's see. Well, African Goddess. You have biracial cousins. Okay. I have a cousin, let's see. I have a cousin who is biracial too. As far as like having one parent who is like white. His mom is white. Well, I actually have like probably more than that really. But as far as like my immediate family, yeah. But I don't really talk with him that much. He lives on the other side of the country, but I have been in communication with his father, though. Let's see. Who do I prefer, Nicki or Cardi? Black Ice. I prefer Nicki. I would support Nicki. I mean, I don't have anything against Cardi B per se, but sometimes she can say some things that are kind of like, Let's see where I'm at in power. Okay, 34%. Oh, crap. Ooh-wee. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it, y'all. Perhaps I'll come back on later on tonight. Maybe. Nicki can't rap, neither can Cardi B. I guess. I guess I would support Nicki Minaj before I support Cardi B, perhaps. Yeah, I didn't know I was here for so long. This stream is at like 1 hour and 25 minutes. Tim Henson. I think there's an acceptable dark and a dark that goes too far, even for black people. Like Kelly Rowland is an acceptable dark, but someone who from Sudan is too dark. What do you think, Steven? I believe so. I think so. I think especially when it comes to the women, I think the men can sort of get away with it a bit more, even though, you know, the guys sometimes get jokes, like, well, I don't know any of the jokes. I don't really say the jokes. But, you hear stuff that people will say about, skin tones and things like that. So I believe that there's some truth in that. Can I do a video on this? Perhaps. Although, I don't know if I'm the best person to do a video on this, but perhaps. I think Chrissy might be better to do a video on this than I would. But I suppose so. What time is it where you're at, Steven? I'm on East Coast, and the time is currently 8:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tim Henson. Like, I don't really know Chrissy like that to ask her to make a video. African Goddess. Kelly Rowland is an acceptable dark because she's beautiful and that whole pretty for a black girl thing. Like Kanye said in his song, some like skin girls with some Kelly Rowlands, right? Yeah, I kind of thought that was like a low-key thing where it's like, oh, the light-skinned girls are pretty, but the Kelly Rowlands, like, those would be the equivalent of the pretty for a dark-skinned girls. Because he just said the light-skinned girls were pretty. He didn't have to name a particular light-skinned chick. He just said all of them were pretty. And we know that ain't true, right? And, hey, what's up, Melissa? ¿Cómo está usted? I guess I should say, ¿Cómo estás? Let's see. Charlotte Carlos. When did the video praising darker complected women? Let's see. When you did the video praising darker complected women, some of the guys really came after you in the comment section. Yeah, I noticed that. I actually praised both dark-skinned folk, like the women and the men. I actually praised both of them, right? But some people in the comment section really didn't like that I was doing that, And I think I initially thought they were trolls, but I'm thinking that they might not have been trolls, though. And I think they were light-skinned guys, and they were like, basically, what the fuck are you doing, Like, why are you praising these folks? And I think their rationale was like, why are you praising them when they don't really like us, So there felt some type of a way about that. Let's see. Tim Henson, you do a video, then ask her to review yours. I want both of your views. I don't know if Chrissy is, I don't know. Let me see. I think Chrissy, like the way that she does her stuff, is more so like a little different. Black Ice. Why are black men so open to state their preferences in skin tone? Because, I don't know. I think sometimes they do that just to get a rise out of, certain groups of women. Let's see. Black men like Kanye West is in the sunken place. Yeah. That's a shame, because I think a lot of people had high hopes for Kanye West. They thought he was going to be like, the next, big conscious rapper. But something happened along the way. I don't know what happened, but he got derailed. It's like somehow he got snatched. Like, back on Get Out, some dude snatched up Kanye West. All right, 26%, y'all. 26%. I didn't even think I was here for this long. Yeah. But yeah, I may come through again at one point or another. I don't really know what to talk about. But you guys have things to talk about. Charlotte, Carlos. Well, those guys were brutal. I was shocked. Yeah, I was a little surprised too. I was surprised by that. But, I guess maybe they felt some type of a way. In that video when you were, let's see, Tim Henson. Kim Kardashian responded to people saying Kanye West was in the sunken place. Oh. What did she say? Yep. He's like, yep, he sure is in the sunken place. That's where I got him. So y'all back up. African Goddess. In that video, when you were giving compliments to dark-skinned men and women, dark-skinned men were coming after you saying that you have self-hate. I'm a self-hating, beige, light-skinned Negro. But that's the thing, though. I don't really feel like light-skinned people are ever called out for being, usually ever called out for being like self-hating or colorist, color-struck, that sort of a thing. Charlotte Carlos, is this your first live vlog? No, I've done some before, but they were in the past. I did some in July of last year. But this is my first since July of last year. I did maybe 8 or 9 in July. Then after that, I just didn't do them anymore until today, right here, right now. Kanye West's son will be colorist, Tim Henson. Perhaps, I mean, look who's raising him. Charlotte Carlos. Yeah, I got the impression those were dark-skinned men also. Kira Frank. I think that's how you say it. Kira Frank. You're fine. LOL. Thanks. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. Tim Henson. She cursed and said she was tired of it. I don't know why she even responded to that. She'd be desperate for attention. Like, why is Kim Kardashian so thirsty for importance? Do I think hip hop promotes stereotypes? Healthy, happy Carrie. I think so. Yeah. Sometimes these rappers be peddling this like stereotype to the black youth, especially black males. But then when it comes to their own children, they make sure that their children ain't caught up in this shit. You think their children be doing the things they be rapping about? They make sure their kids ain't doing that. Like their kids be in like private school, living in the suburbs, probably going to soccer practice after school, playing the violin, eating Cheerios, like all that stuff. It's actually pretty dark out here. Well, it's not dark, but it is a little dark. Yeah, you can kind of see. But thanks for coming on this walk with me, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming and joining me for this walk in the park that I'm on. You kind of see the view of the lake, and across from the lake is, I believe, a hotel, actually. Yeah, it took me a minute to actually realize that, because at first I thought there were like apartments or homes across the lake. But it's actually a hotel. African Goddess. In that video, I was reading the comments, and dark guys were just being stupid. There was a light skin getting into it with a dark skinned guy, talking about they were going to kill each other. I was like, what? Tim Henson, go home, Stephen. Well, that's where I'm headed, but I gotta walk to get where I'm trying to go first. I can't just go home. I gotta walk to my car, and then I have to drive. I was thinking like coming back on live later on tonight, maybe. I don't know for sure. But I might come back later tonight though. African Goddess. Georgia is really beautiful. I've only been there one time. I love the trees. Oh, thanks. Oh crap, there's a deer. Let's see. Can you see the deer? I don't know if you can see the deer. Another deer. You see the deer, y'all? See? Yeah. But I'm on my way back to the park. Well, I'm in the park, but I'm on my way back to my car. I came here after work. As you know, I just came here because I wanted to, go on a walk and relax, chill, and come at you guys live. Oh, crap. I'm at 17% energy. Okay, I think I should probably get off here now. Just in case I might need my cell phone to call for like emergency assistance. By chance, you know. Okay. Oh, a lot of not a lot of people. A few people have been thinking I'm like in New York for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm going to put an end to this live stream for the moment. But I may end up coming back around maybe perhaps 10 or 10:30 maybe. But yeah, hopefully, you know, I'll end up getting a power bank. I most likely am going to get a power bank. So when this happens, you know, I'll have some extra power, so I don't have to be like, oh, I gotta go. All right, so thanks. Okay, this is cool. You can switch the view without me turning it around. I guess I should have thought of that like an hour and 41 minutes ago. But yeah, you can switch the view while it's live streaming. I didn't know that. I thought you could only do it prior to. Okay, let me switch. Okay, yeah, it's back to me now. But all right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to try to come back on later tonight. Okay, and my cell phone is giving me a warning saying I'm at 15% now, so I guess I definitely better get my ass off here. But thanks for watching. I'm going to try to come back here tomorrow. Well, not probably later on tonight. Perhaps tomorrow, maybe. I kind of want to do another walk in the park session with you guys. Partly because I feel like I could show the park a little bit better or show better scenery. I guess not that you guys really give a damn, but you know, just saying. I'm probably going to do some more walk in the park sessions. So let's see how you guys like it. All right. I actually made sure that I used the bathroom before I went on this walk because I'm live streaming, so I didn't want to be like, oh, gotta go to the bathroom. But, all right, I'm out, y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your support. And I'll see you guys later. I'm going to try to come back on here later on tonight, though. Hopefully you guys are up. If not, maybe I'll come back on tomorrow as well. Maybe Saturday, perhaps Sunday. Who knows? But, adios. Hasta luego, y'all.